And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, milk cows, work all day in the fields, milk cows again, eat supper, then go to town and stay past midnight at a meeting of the school board. So God made a farmer.
Right, it is October 9th. We are done with soybean harvest and we are now on corn. Jim, how many days have we been on corn? 3 or 4. I'm shooting for 4. And Jim is standing by with his truck. It is a beautiful autumn day. And we're gonna look down here. Oh, they're clear down there. But this is the field we're doing. It's north of the farmhouse. I'm gonna give you an overview of where we're at, and then we're gonna go down and watch the process from coming out of the field. So there's the tree row. Jim's truck came out with the Ranger. And there's the corn we have yet to harvest. So let's go down and see what Mark and Laura are up to. This is how they communicate together. He puts the arm out, and then Laura knows he's ready to dump on her. And remember, she's empty because she just filled Jim's truck. And Mark pulled over and waited for her. Usually they do this on the go, which I will film also.
So what I make a lot of hay for a little pay. But I'm proud to say I'm a God-fearing, hard-working combine driver.
Okay, so Lori's coming up behind him. He's got the arm out. And this is called unloading on the go. That's my name for it anyway. And it tastes still.
Ain't going any faster, so just smile and wave and tip your hat to the man up on the tractor, 'cause I'm the son of a third-generation farmer.
All right, I am riding with Laura. As you see, we have notes on the windshield. And so, but I'm doing it from this point of view. See what I call the arm, but the correct terminology is what, Laura?
The auger.
The auger is out. So Laura's lining up
About the 7th row.
about the 7th row. So see how the rows down there? So you count those guys. And then
I'm going to downshift here a second so you're going to get it.
yeah, so she is, I'm going to show you her, what she's all doing.
So I line up the center of the tractor with the snout on the auger. And I got to slow down to 4.4 miles an hour.
Okay, so there.
We did last time, Lola. We did half here and half head west.
All right, and Jim's riding with Mark in there. Let's see if we can get it. Yeah, there they are. Making sure he does everything right, which I'm sure he is.
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back. Ain't much an old country boy like me can't hack. It's early to rise, early in the sack. I thank God I'm a country boy.
I'm going to give you a shot of the how fast Laura's going. All of that, she's going 4.4. She's in 7th gear. And her job really is what at this point, Laura?
To not lose any corn that's coming out of that auger from my combiner.
When the work's all done and the sunset low, pull out the fiddle and the rosin up the bow. Kids are asleep, so I keep a fiddling all day if I could, but the Lord and my wife wouldn't take it very good. So I fiddle when I can, work when I should, and thank God I'm a country boy.
The hazards of the job. Corn in the shoes. So here comes Jim in the yard with all that corn that Laura put on board. Oh, he's getting out though. Looks like we got something wrong with the truck. So he's checking everything out.
A lot of sad people thinking that's a mighty keen. Son, let me tell you now exactly what I mean. I thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on a griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy, yeah.
And I'm educating Mom, which is hysterical because I only know this in how I know it. And there's Oakley. Mom, wave to the camera. Wave to the camera, Mom. There she is. So, the corn is all out from the front part of the truck, as you see. So Jim is going forward, and he's going to empty out the back part of the truck. And for him to know how far to go, he paints these lines on the ground. So he did that just now because we moved, and that tells him where to stop each time. And then there's some in front. You'll see some right here.
Country boy, yeah.
The crew is in. We got in about what time, guys? There we go. 7. And what time we start this morning?
8.
At 8. So we did an 11-hour day. Mark, give us the stats on the day. We're doing a little
Stats on day. We worked for 11 hours.
How many acres did we
We
get?
did 90, almost exactly 90 acres.
Okay, this is one of our
We
top
did.
days.
One of our top days for corn. We did 140 acres on beans, but it's got a bigger head. We did 2.7 million pounds of corn so far on this field. And we're probably about 70% done with this field. So we'll be upwards of probably 4 million pounds on this field.
All right.
Other stats, we didn't hurt any birds today. We didn't find any birds.
We know.
We did see some deer. I did see some pheasant. I saw 2 or 3. Not very many in this part. That's all the stats I got.
Did you have a highlight of the day? Something that
When you rode with me.
Oh, there you go. That was a good pick. He knows how to sweet talk. Laura, highlight of the day?
At the end of the day, when I was driving back with 60,000 pounds of corn on my cart,
Whoa.
4 deer ran out in front of me and a pheasant.
She got 3 out.
That was awesome.
And she got 3 out of the 4.
They're all still alive and running through the fields.
So,
She had to skid to a stop with 60,000
yeah. Okay, Jim Keeter, we're having some chicken enchiladas that Mom helped prepare there. All right, highlight of the day, Jim?
Let's see. I spilled some corn on the ground.
Yeah. What happened there?
I left the trap open.
Yeah. That maybe isn't a highlight. That's a low light.
That was my highlight for the
That was
day.
your highlight.
How many scoops do you think it'll be to scoop?
Oh, not near as the last time I did.
The last one was pretty big.
Yeah. And like last year, was it last year or the year before, I dumped the whole thing.
I left a pile of corn.
Spent hours out there shoveling all in the dump trailer. Hours shoveling that.
But Jimmy's pile still beats mine.
Big Jim, you got anything to say? Now, I asked him how many years he did this. He said 4 or 5.
Yeah.
How many years would you say, Jim?
No, I don't know.
Well, do a
15
educated
years,
guess. Yeah. 15 years?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That was good weather for flowers.
It was good, and that's a highlight for today. Yeah, that's very good. And then the servants' quarters over here, that she sits in the back of the workers. Yeah. Highlight of your day, Mom?
Going out and watching them in the field.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. All right, we got to do a
Did
little.
you interview Aunt Norma there out in the field?
I did a little bit. She waved. Yeah. All right. So now I'm riding with Big Jim. He's giving me a ride back out to the field. Oakley's in the back. And we are going to see how Laura and Mark are coming, and Jim's in the field waiting with the semi. Up, and there they are. Riding in with Mark now, which is the best view. Just got done unloading on Laura. And here we are.
Because I keep my windows really clean.
All right, which
I
is
get the best
awesome. It is the best view. Okay, Mark, how many years have you been doing this with us?
This is year number 6.
Year number 6. All right. What do you enjoy about this, Mark?
I don't know. It's just fun. I like working on the farm.
Yeah.
I like helping the farm, keeping it solvent. So I can always come back every year.
Yeah. Okay. What are you looking for when you go down? What are things that you're looking for when you drive this combine?
Well, I have to watch all 8 rows and make sure everything is feeding correctly, because it doesn't take but 1 second if you get a plug for everything to jam up, and we're going about 4.5–5 miles an hour. So at the same time, I got to watch the head. I got to watch the grain going into the back, and I got a back view, so that's mostly for backing up. I keep track of everything on this screen of what's going on as far as the yield, and this is monitoring everything that's going on in the combine itself. It tells you how fast everything's going in the combine. Make all the adjustments here for how fast the rotor's going around, how fast or how close the concaves are in. And then this here is tracking the yield as it's coming in.
And what is our yield? What have we been doing today?
Right now we're taking in 212 bushels per acre. Our average for this field is 175. And so far we've taken in, on just this field, 2.1 million pounds of corn.
My goodness.
So, but again, you can switch this and see how it was planted. You see this, you zoom in on that, you can see that's exactly how it was planted. So I'm on the same 8 rows that were planted, so that's how it knows exactly where I'm at. So you can see it says 8 greens and 8 greens here, and it tells you what what the yield is. Oops, I got a water hole here, I gotta pay attention. It's got steering wands on the front that, see those little blue things? Well, now you can't see them, but when we get to that water hole, I'll show you. But that senses the rows of corn, and so it kind of gives you a little bit of a break. You don't have to steer continuously, but those wands, sometimes if the corn gets thin, the wands go wonky and it'll send you off into la-la land in just 1 second. And now we're coming up to a big water hole that wasn't planted because it was too wet. So if you look here where it was planted, zoom out, you'll see up here there was nothing planted.
So we got a new head this year. Mark, do you like this head compared to the old one?
It is a lot easier when we're going up and down through the dips, and there's a lot of dips, especially because they have 2 creeks running through this farm. And so last year we had to constantly raise the head, lower the head, raise the head, lower the head, or you dig it in. This one floats automatically, so it's much nicer. Just sometimes the sensors get stuck though, so that's the only drawback.
What are these guys up front, these orange things?
The reels, if you've got a lot of corn that's folded over because of the high winds, you can lower the reel and it'll pull it in instead of just knocking it down. And sometimes when we get plugged, we can lower it down and push the corn stalks in so you don't have to get out and do it all by hand. So that's another plus for the new head.
Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go.
Okay, Jim's gonna tell us what he does here, so just verbalize as you're doing stuff, Jim.
Opening my target.
Opening his target.
Never mind them brakes, let it all hang out cause we got a run to make. The boys are thirsty in Atlanta, and there's beer in Texarkana, and we'll bring it back no matter what it takes. Eastbound and down.
What are we doing Jim?
Are we gonna do what they say can't be done?
Scan my card that
We
means
got
my
it
name on it.
and it's sure
on that side.
I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run.
Here's a close shot of the ticket. I am not sure if all farmers have it on a fly swatter that extends. Or if my husband's just incredibly creative. We will find out.
Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound up, watch old bandit run. Old Smokey's got them ears on, he's hot on your trail. And he ain't gonna rest till you're in jail. So you got to dodge him, you got to duck him, you gotta keep that
There he
pace
is.
trail.
I better go. And Jim, I don't think he's going to leave me. Let's see. We are off, and thank you.
And a short time to get there. I'm eastbound up, watch old bandit run.
So we have unloaded the corn.
I can hear freeway.
Okay, talk a little louder, Jimmy.
We got a gross weight, we dumped the corn, now we're gonna get freeway. I tried to get your mom to get out and pee, but she wouldn't do it. That would gain me like a little bit.
Not only does he drag truck, but he fixes truck.
Well, the road rolls out like a welcome mat to a better place than the one we're at. And I ain't got no kind of plan, but I've had all of this town I can stand. And I got friends out on the coast. We can jump in the water and see what flows. We've been saving for a rainy day. Let's beat the storm and be on our way. And it don't matter to me wherever we are, where I wanna be. And honey, for once in our lives, let's take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky penny, you can be my four-leaf clover, starting over.
We get ready for supper. We make sure that we go to the grocery store, get the groceries, which we get lots and lots of groceries. And then Chrissy and I figure out what we're going to have for supper, and we get that prepared so that it's all ready when they come in. And otherwise, I sit and look out the window and watch what they're doing. And they working very hard. Our crop is very good this year.
Thanks, Mom. Just wanted to show you the backyard again. It just seems extra pretty this year.
It's beautiful out here this year.
And honey, for once in our lives,
a penny. You can be my four-leaf clover, starting over